Hey guys, welcome back to Author's Craft. Now, before we start, I have a question for you. What could you do if you wanted to share some important news with someone who lived very far away, but you don't have a phone? Yeah, I know you don't have a phone. Or a computer. Think silently to yourself. What could you do? I hear some of you saying it, and if you didn't know, here's what it is. We could write a letter. We could write a letter. Today we're going to be writing friendly letters using correct grammar because it's important that we continue to use, good writing skills with good grammar as we grow as awesome writers. All right? So, I know it's probably been a while since you've done this, so I'm just going to remind you just a few of the components of a letter before we dive into the nitty-gritty of creating a letter. Okay? Give me a thumbs up to the screen if you're ready. Excellent. So, parts of a friendly letter. So, after your date, you have your salutation, which is also known as your greeting. Okay? Salutation, also known as your... Yeah, excellent. Your greeting. Afterwards, you put a comma. Then you have your opening sentence. After your opening sentence, there's a body. Then your closing sentence. And then your closing. And don't forget to sign your name. All right? I'm going to say that one more time. Stick with me. So remember, you have your salutation, which we know is your greeting. Then afterwards, you also have, a comma, opening sentence, your body, your closing sentence, your closing, and don't forget your name. And even before that, at the very, very tippity top, what comes first is your date. Okay? We're going to be walking through some of these components today as we dive in to writing a letter in second grade. Excellent. Give me a thumbs up to the screen if you're ready. All right, let's keep moving. So today, I've already compiled a letter that is right behind us about what I did over the summer. The first thing you need is your date. Your date goes at the very top and to the right. Now you need your salutation. So a salutation often starts with dear and then blank. You can fill in whoever you're writing to. It's just like a greeting. So dear, blank, and then a comma. Watch this is already done right in front of you, so you're good. So if you need any sort of assistance, please rely to the model that's right behind you. The next thing that you're doing is you have your opening sentences. An example of an opening sentence is like, how have you been? My opening sentence was, I hope you liked your trip to the beach last week. Okay? An opening sentence can look very different depending on who the person you're talking to and what your topic is about. After your opening sentence, you have your body of your letter. I love the body because I get to input interesting details and ideas. The body is the main message of my letter. For example, since I know I went to the ocean, I will write about that. 2 or 3 sentences will be fine. Okay? Here's what I wrote. Follow along with me as I read. The next time you visit, I want to hear all about the things you did while you were there. How big was the sandcastle that you built with your sister? So that's the part about body. And finally, even before that, you have your closing. And for your closing, there are many different ways you can sign your letter. Okay? With your final statement, you want to just have something like, hope to see you soon. In this case, I put, I'm looking forward to talking with you when you visit next month. Your final statement is a part of your closing. That comes first. Once you have your final statement, then you dive into having the end of your closing. There's many different ways to have a closing. You could put sincerely, with love, your friend. There's so many ways that you can close, but this is a great way to end if you're writing to a personal friend. Okay? Mr. Mayumbo loves to say, stay blessed. And then you have to, do not forget to write your name at the very bottom, which is a part of your closing. So in short, let's just go through that one more time. You have your date at the very top right of the paper. Then you have your salutation, which is your greeting. So dear and whoever you're writing to, comma, dear whoever you're writing to, comma. Your opening sentence, which is like a how have you been, or just a nice sentence to just introduce yourself or ask the person that you're writing to, how's everything going? All right? It could also be a statement. Then you have your body, your closing sentence, and a part of your closing, your friends, sincerely, with love, stay blessed, and then your name. Okay? So, in summary, today you're going to be writing a letter. It doesn't have to be long, just like this one. Short and sweet is always sufficient. Short and sweet is always sufficient. So, you're going to be writing a letter to a friend. Yeah, you're going to write, even better, you're going to write a letter to a family member that you haven't seen in a really, really, really long time. And just describe how your summer's been. Okay? So for homework tonight, you are writing a letter to a friend or a family member that you haven't seen in a really, 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 really long time about how your summer has been. Remember to follow the same guidelines and criteria that I went through during this video. Short and sweet is always sufficient. This is our first time doing this, and we plan on getting really better with this as we build. Can't wait to see what you come up with. Have a great one.